see the role of central banks evolving over the next decade, given the ECB and the Federal Reserve are both embarking currently on a review of their broad policy framework?
I would say, to answer to your very quick question, that central banks are trapped. It's not possible for them to normalize their economic policies. They are supposed to exit from the QE, but unfortunately it's not possible. And we are moving towards the modern monetary theory and the yield curve control, a combination of both, meaning that central banks should continue to provide with liquidity economies in the developed space, but also in emerging economies, both combined, in order to sustain as much as possible credit growth, because debt dominance is the regime in which we are for the next decade probably. And at the same time, economic growth should remain very low. And in order to avoid some social unrest, as a consequence of low economic growth and rising inequalities, central banks should continue to support credit growth first for the private sphere, but also to finance the public deficits, because governments will be obliged to continue to help people and to distribute social benefits in order to offset the lack of revenues created by a low economic growth environment. So this is why central banks, in a way, and in a conclusion of my answer to your quick question, central banks are losing progressively their independence, because central banks are now a tool, or monetary policies are now more and more a tool for governments to finance their public deficits as a result of their social benefits distributions.